Hey guys, Brennan here. Today I thought I'd talk about something more personal in my life and just some of the things that I'm doing to move past it. This channel likes to cover a lot of things to do with the economy or finance, investing, and one of the things I really solidly believe in is the ability to invest in yourself, whether that have to do with skills or mindset changes or well, you name it, anything to do with just your ability to function day to day. And so when I say this, hopefully I don't end up tearing up or choking up all that much in this video. But last week I didn't post a video because I lost my grandfather, my original best friend. And so it's been a tough week, and lots of crying in that week, and spending time with family, and it's been tough, especially considering I've been in a winter stage of my life the past few years. And that just means, I came from a summer season of lots of joy, happiness, and then I entered a fall stage where things were not as good as they once were, and then entered into a winter stage where, things are just really, really bad. And so during that time, my grandfather was also in a winter stage. In fact, it was his last winter stage. Sorry, getting a little choked up and emotional here. And so we were there together, sharing our winter stages and being there for each other. And I'm really happy to have been there for him and for him to be there for me during that time. And that's something I'll always cherish and always remember. And, if my grandfather passed away a year or two ago, I definitely would not be in the same shape that I am right now. I'd be in a whole lot worse of a scenario, and I'd be a lot more of a wreck. And in that time, I've learned a lot of just emotional intelligence, I guess you could say. And I've had to make a lot of mindset changes in that time. And so I described some of those changes in a video just a few weeks ago, where I described what I went through the past few years, including dying a few times, well, almost dying a few times. And so I had to change my mindset a couple different ways in order to keep moving forward. And I thought I'd share some more mindset changes that I haven't mentioned before. So that way, if any of you guys are dealing with something in the future or even right now, hopefully it will be able to advance you forward and bring you out of a stage where you're stuck. So I'd say one of the most important things is, we live in a time where it's so easy to be distracted by anything, and there are constant dopamine hits everywhere you look. And I would say the more you try to distract yourself, the longer time frame you put on yourself to advance forward and get past the thing that is keeping you hung up. So, like, if you feel sad, angry, miserable, depressed, like, it's best to not try to distract yourself all the time, but sit with it. And also just ask yourself questions as to why you're feeling a certain way, or ask yourself, how can you move forward? How can you get yourself unstuck, keep going and keep moving? And so, distractions are nice, but they're nice in moderation, not all the time. And so I think that's a big reason as to why people are kind of struggling nowadays, is because people love their distractions and they're not willing to be uncomfortable and deal with the harsh truths of everyday life. And then another thing is, I'd say try to be focus on the positive things in life as opposed to negative. So if you're dealing with a betrayal, or if you're dealing with a disappointment, or you're dealing with the end of a relationship, I'd say try to focus more on the positive parts of those scenarios and those things, and be thankful that they occurred, and not try to focus all that much on the negative, because you can't have the positive without the negative. Things don't last. Good things don't last forever, but then also bad things don't last forever either. And then another life-changing mindset I had to make was that life doesn't like to punish you. Life happens for you, and life is preparing you. And so what I take away from that is, with whatever experience, whatever relationship, any sort of thing that happens in your life, try to use it as a learning experience. Even if it is like the smallest learning experience, because then at that point you're able to shift it from a personal attack towards you and shift it towards something that you need to learn from. And then I'd say, if you have any sort of unresolved feelings or thoughts, one of the best ways to kind of resolve them for you, like say if you're not able to get closure with somebody or something, it's best to like voice it out. For example, is I went fly fishing the other day. I went to a river, and my grandfather and we used to fish a lot when I was growing up. And so I thought I'd take him with me, or at least the thought of him fishing, and basically just yell to the heavens, how much he's meant to me over my life, and how I'm going to keep pushing forward, and the fact that I'm not going to disappoint him. So you can do that with a wide variety of things, whether it's unresolved relationships or just bad things that have happened in your life. But try to do it in like a forgiving kind of way, because the faster you're able to let go of things, the easier it is to move on to the new thing and just keep moving forward. And then I'd say the last thing is try to gamify your life as much as possible. So try to view the world and life as a game, and you're trying to encounter challenges and try to overcome them. And so as you do this, as you advance throughout life, try to count your wins and stack them up and acknowledge your losses. Because when the losses come, you're able to look back at your wins, and it doesn't really get you down as much. And so that's how I like to view it. With the past week here, I've had one of the largest losses of my life. Sorry, here we go again. But I can still look back at the many wins that I've had with my grandfather. And so I like to view the wins as fuel to keep moving forward, because you can either use those feelings as something to drown in, or you can use it as fuel. And then just even putting the spotlight onto my grandfather here, I'm very I have a lot of mixed feelings about it, and I would like to eventually talk about it in a further video, because this channel has talked about his health challenges in the past, and when I'm ready, I will share it with everyone who is wanting to watch that video. But for now, I just want to talk about just how my grandfather went throughout his daily life. And he showed up every day. He put in 100% effort each and every day and into everything that he did. And, he was a role model for me. And he will forever be the the person that has mentored me the most in my life, and I've learned so much from him. And he showed me that discipline and hard work are they bring about meaning in your life, and they're able to advance you forward to great heights if you continue on and keep pushing forward. And so this channel will forever be a dedication to his life, and just how I'm going to live mine, and how I'm going to continue to be disciplined and continue to be consistent going forward with my life. And so, yeah, he meant a lot to me, and I'm going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to keep going, and you know, I may say some controversial things on this channel, but regardless, I'm going to keep going. And you know, if you're going through tough times, I think you should keep going forward too. So if you like this video, please like it, comment down below what you think. If there's something that's holding you back, let me know down below, and subscribe to the channel for further content like this, and I'll see you in the next one.